Have you ever thought of filming in Lebanon? Or are you just curious about what's there film-wise? Fair enough, I was too. So today I will share my experience of DPing two fiction shorts by German director and my friend Christian Stahl. And if you are new here, my name is Sergey Pudic, and on this channel I'm sharing my decade experience of directing and independent filmmaking. So, what is Lebanon? Despite enormous economic and political crisis, it's a fantastic country in the MENA region with the most friendly and optimistic people I've ever met. But let's focus on the filming aspect and pros and cons. The number one reason to film in Beirut is location. It's gorgeous, breathtaking, and most importantly super cinematic because of the perspective and lines and that mountains, sea and buildings gives you. Paradise for photography. Lebanon offers a wide variety of scenic locations from the Mediterranean coastline to historical cities, which can add depth and authenticity to your film. And the part of cities, Lebanon has forests, mountains and the sea. On top of this, Lebanon often experiences a Mediterranean climate, offering filmmakers dependable shooting conditions with plenty of sunlight. Bingo! As a con, for all these breathtaking locations you need to have permissions from the government that local producers and fixers will get to you in 1 or 3 weeks term. Drone permits may take longer. And I mean it. Take permissions if you are more than a one-man band with small camera, because on our shoot in the middle of nowhere, the police officers in civilian clothes came to check it. Gladly, our producer was prepared. As a pro, professional, skilled and reliable local actors and crew that speaks English, French and Arabic, which on top of all do not have high fee compared to other countries. Sure, you don't expect super cheap labor because Lebanon is absolutely not a cheap country, but camera mechanic for $50 per shift is provided by rentals. As a con, if the crew fee is fair, the geo rental prices are insane for the country with such an economical situation. My advice for you to find a local producer with high rental discounts or bring your own equipment. Another advice, the cheapest camera brand for rent is Canon, Lebanese most popular camera brand. From what I heard, it's because the only official service in Beirut is by Canon, so it was more convenient for rentals. I wanted to use Sony FX6 and it was a tragedy to find, and then depression for how much it cost, $550 with a set of lenses. As a pro, cultural authenticity and richness. I never saw before such a diverse combination of different cultures and religions that successfully live together. It's something unique that can bring interesting angles to your story. For sure, it is not trivial country culture-wise, so it is definitely can adjust your story and bring some inspirations. But a part of vivid culture, there is a deep economical crisis. The bank system does not work. Does not work. It means that almost no one will accept anything except cash and dollars. And you cannot withdraw money with your credit card, so basically you can pay only with the cash you brought with you. And this including other expenses like restaurants and hotels. Only top world chains accept cards and they take additional 4 to 10% charge for it. As a pro, I can't say it enough that Lebanese food is marvelous. Each catering break feels like a feast, and you can find delicious local food everywhere. As a con, logistics and infrastructure in Lebanon could be very bad, given the stacks and absence of subway. Also, infrastructure for filmmaking is not developed good enough to be affordable and easy achieving. Supportive film community is definitely a pro. Beirut, like a big village, everyone knows everyone, especially in filmmaking industry, and all the people from film community helps each other. They are not competing, they are unite. And this is beautiful as for the process itself and for finding needed actors or locations. Political and economical instability, which can lead to an unpredictable problems and obstacles, is definitely a con. Be aware to check in advance what is allowed and what is prohibited upon the time of your arrival. For example, On the border control, I was asked if I ever been in Israel. I don't know the consequence. If so, maybe they not let me in to the country. Imagine you bring your talent for a shoot and some were turned back on the border control because of touristical visit 5 years ago. This is my vision of main 5 pros and cons shooting independent movie in Lebanon. If you have any questions, welcome in comments. Like and subscribe, always appreciated. See you next week.